Well, it depends what we're trying to achieve. But what I found is when I was a junior instructor, we were told that the rider's influence on the horse makes the horse. Now, I've discovered over the years that this is fundamentally not true. Yes, of course, to have optimal performance, the rider has to be central balanced, they have to have a good seat, they need to be stable and issue very, very good commands. So there has to be a feedback. But that really is only a small part of the story. I believe now that what happens is if the horse isn't in very, very good balance and physically in good condition to be able to regulate their own balance, then there's nothing the rider can do about it. The rider is generally about 10% of the horse's body weight. So that really the dynamics of influence work towards the horse influencing the rider more than the rider influencing the horse. So, and when you watch horses move without people on them, when you watch them gallop across the field, you see that they're not necessarily symmetrical in their movement. The quarters may be to the inside. Now, if the quarters are to the inside on a 600 kilo or 1,200 pound animal, then there's no way the rider sitting in the middle of this movement is even if the rider is straight, they won't be able to influence the fact that this massive weight of muscle and bone is in fact crooked and asymmetrical. So what I find is, and this is one of the interesting aspects of my work, is that when you correct the horse's ability to self-regulate their posture, the rider's problems, well, 80% of their problems at least, go away because they're sitting on an animal that isn't losing its balance. So the
Right.
rider doesn't feel compelled to regulate the horse's balance for them, and they're not being thrown to the left, or the rider isn't having to skew to the right because the horse can turn left but not right, or vice versa. So these days I work on the horse, and I find that when I work on the horse, the rider makes 2 years of progress in an hour.